How is it going, everybody? It is your phenomenal state alchemist, Edward Elric, back here with a another reaction video, and also this one I just decided to do just to to show you guys why people in Melee dislike Jigglypuff so much. This video should probably help clear some things up. Without further ado, let's get this thing going.
When you first boot up the Smash game, there are probably a few characters that draw you first. There's Mario, you know him. Maybe you pick Link, he's always there. Sometimes you pick Fox, because you're a furry.
Shout out to all the furries out there!
But there's one character that most players just don't want to touch. The helium voice, narcoleptic pink ball of destruction, Jigglypuff. In case you've been living under a rock or in a coma for the past 2 decades, Jigglypuff is the balloon Pokemon known for her singing voice that puts enemies to sleep. Fun fact though, if you don't fall asleep, Jigglypuff will keep singing until it can no longer breathe and dies? That seems kind of dark. Isn't Pokemon for kids?
Yeah.
Excuse me. What the fuck did you just say? Puff was created in 1996 for the first Pokemon games, then appeared in Super Smash Bros. In 1999.
No, I used to have Pokemon Red though, but
during that time, she's only seen
I
the
gave it
pinnacle
away
of
that
top
one
tier
time.
once, and the fallout from that is threatening to tear the Melee scene apart. Puff was something of a joke character in Smash 64. While she shared a similar kit and nearly identical buttons with Kirby, one of the game's top tiers, it was her special moves that drew ridicule. Sing leaves her vulnerable for an extended time, but forces near enough enemies to fall asleep. Rest puts her to sleep for 3 seconds. Sounds pretty useless, right? Well, over time, dedicated Puff players learned that if you make contact with your opponent as you rest, it has a surprisingly devastating effect.
There it is. Bam. That's it. I remember I used it for the first time, and it's just this useless fucking move. Does 0%. You're just stuck there. I'm like, she's the worst character in the game. An hour later, I was walking down the hall to the bathroom. I turned to the right, my brother's room. He happened to be playing Smash 64, and right as I looked, he landed a rest with a Puff in that game.
Meet a future mom, a first-time mom, and a seasoned pro.
And skip. Nobody cares about ants.
I looked at it and I was like, whoa. I'm like, how did you do that? And he's like, yeah, you just have it down me. That changed everything.
As it turned out, Jigglypuff wasn't actually the worst character in the game. Being a poor man's clone of Kirby and having the explosive rest was enough to lift Puff from the tierless basement of Smash 64 to its ground floor. And by the time Melee rolled around, people still weren't hot on Puff. The first tier list had her at 10th, then 9th, and then 11th. In 2004, she miraculously jumped all the way up to number 2. It's just too bad the list was released on April Fools. Basically, all the way up to Brawl's release in 2008, Jigglypuff, at best, was a mid-tier character that no one gave the time of day. There were some players who tried to make her work, like eventual Smash god Mango, but in time, he abandoned the Jiggly ship, mainly because of the community's negative response to her.
Everybody watching, I freaking hate Jigglypuff. I think she's the worst character. Why did she put us down me and kill you? Doesn't make any sense. Usually everybody wants the upset. Nobody wants them to get a win. We're all tired of seeing it. But right now, nothing will make me happier.
But as the years went on, one player found a way to roll with the punches and make Jigglypuff an actually viable character. As of right now, Hungrybox is the best Melee player in the world. And he got there by proving that Jigglypuff wasn't just a legitimate character, but one of Melee's best. Thanks to Melee's unique mechanics, Puff is able to be played much faster than in other Smash games. That said, despite being significantly quicker than her previous incarnation, she's still considered slow by Melee standards. The way to deal with that obvious disadvantage turned out to be slowing the game down to the point where Puff's speed wasn't as much of a liability. That means running away powerful back air over and over, and being patient while capitalizing on your opponent's mistakes. This safe playstyle is the complete opposite of Melee's chaotic combat, and over the years, Puff players like Hungrybox have been given a lot of shit for playing this way.
If your argument is, oh, but there's not that many Puff players. Oh, but if Puff was broken, then everyone would play her. Again, it would kill the game. People don't play Jigglypuff because most people don't play Melee. Play a floaty, slow character that requires execution. If you think that is a valid argument, you're an absolute fucking moron and you should not be allowed basic human rights. No, that's too hard. Right. Editor, don't do that one.
And yet, Hbox has sharpened the style to the point where he can impose his will against faster characters, forcing them to play his slow, methodical game. Back when the last Melee tier list was made in 2015, it had Jigglypuff at 5th. But since then, with the help of Hungrybox's incredible successes, there is now an argument that not only is Puff top tier, she might be the best character in the game. And not everyone is happy about that.
I hate it.
Well, then you can relate to me.
Yes.
She has been a torture for me for past
She's been
17
my
years.
kryptonite for a decade.
Sure, she's cute, but being on the receiving end of her wall of back airs or getting rested on isn't exactly enjoyable.
Oh my god! Oh,
Do it!
Go for it!
Oh,
Wow.
I'm tired of fighting Puff. I have to fight him at every tournament that I go to, and it's exhausting and unfun. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it right now.
It's even kicked off a community conversation about whether or not Puff should be banned. But even those against banning her have gone as far as saying that Puff is so boring that she could be harmful to the future of the competitive scene.
But what if me and Plop or Mute King start picking Puff and we actually beat Hungrybox? What would happen? If I do that, then every other player is gonna do that. Some people will say you should do it. You should make every top 8 a Puff Ditto so that then we can ban Puff. But that would be too late. By that point, the game would already be dead, and I would have wasted time learning Puff and playing Puff Dittos, literally torturing myself to eventually just play a character that gets banned.
And if the best character in the game is boring to watch and play, where does that leave Melee? Even as recently as Genesis 6, a portion of the audience went as far as jeering Hungrybox during Melee Top 8. And while his relationship with the community is complex, a lot of the negative treatment he's received over the years comes down to Puff and how he approaches the game.
Right. Animation, there it is.
Yeah, GG. GG, that is a well-played timeout from Hungrybox.
Right. I don't know if you can hear this in my headset, but listen to the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd is not happy. Hungrybox is, what are you going to do?
But it's reactions like these that even Hbox's greatest rivals feel are unacceptable.
I'm basically trying to say Hungrybox deserves more credit, and people discredit him because he's been winning for so long. I don't know, and I don't think it's Puff. I don't think Puff is broken.
Unfortunately, respect takes a backseat to spectacle for some Melee fans out there. They want to see the iconic high-risk gameplay that drew them to the scene in the first place. They don't care to see what one player has brought to the table and turned into the most effective way of playing the game.
I wanted to quit a lot of times, especially when I was in that weird transition phase where I was trying to figure out who I am. In the ages of 18 and 21, I was just like, man, so many people hate me. Why am I doing this? People hate me. I'm not going to get this. I'm not just trying to stonewall them and say anything I'm doing. I read all that stuff. It sucks.
And although Jigglypuff exists in other Smash games, she's not nearly the problem she poses in her gameplay iteration. And with Puff's most recent appearance in Smash Ultimate, it remains to be seen whether she will reach her Melee heights ever again. On one hand, she has a nicer variety of combos and duress, and the overall pace of the game means she actually gets to press buttons now. But on the other, she's still pretty goddamn slow. So, is here again?
No! My lead! My fucking lead! No! I worked so hard!
The problem is that people don't want Jigglypuff to be good. A world where she's top tier is a world where you can't throw caution to the wind. It's a world of slow, methodical play, short combos, and long games. A world that the Smash viable way to play the game. Tough players
That
like
is true.
Hungrybox carved out a unique approach to effectively counter the meta. And even though it actually worked, people just can't seem to stop complaining about it.
No matter what you do, no matter how good this is, no matter how humble you are in this, there will always be people who hate you for what you do.
You know, for a scene that prides itself on the principle of no Johns, it's kind of sad to see Jigglypuff become the lone exception to the rule. It means no excuses. You know, like when you called in sick for the shoot yesterday, that's a classic John move. I'm not saying your name is John. Never mind. Being a poor man's clone of Kirby and having the explosive rest was enough to lift Puff from the tearless basement of Smash 64. Yeah, good idea. I'm getting all short.
So anyway, guys, there you have it. And that's the main reason why everyone just in Melee really didn't like fighting Jigglypuff. Okay, guys, so that's been it for this reaction video. So tell me what you guys thought about it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And seriously, put likes on my videos so my algorithm can go up. Please. And I'll see you guys in the next one.